for ways.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for
자,
another
이제
edition of
시즌도 얼마 안
baseball on the
남았는데
show. Ought to be a
아직도
good
지금
one here
알동은
between the
공동
Minnesota
선두예요.
Twins and the
1,
New
2,
York
3위,
Yankees.
1, 2위
Major
공동
League Baseball
선두고
on the show.
3등이랑도 한
Next.
2게임인가 3게임밖에 차이가 안 나가지고 가을 야구를 확정을 지을 수가 없어요. 자, 구창모 15승 도전 가보겠습니다. 실질적으로 지금 양키 선발 중에 제일 많이 선발승 거두고 있어요. 야, 근데 진짜 나는 구창모가 양키스로 왔을 때 콜업 돼서 그냥 가을 야구 나오고 막 이럴 줄 알았는데 아니 시즌 자체가 힘드네. 나이스. 지금 투수 중에서는 저기가 제일 잘 나가는 것 같아. 선발 기준으로만 봤을 때는 그죠? 저기 유희관이 제일 잘 나가는 것 같아요. 최동원도 잘 나가는데 팀이 너무 못 받쳐.
The Yankees get started here tonight, guys. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. What we're seeing there is a team D-row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Sliding into the box, Max Kepler.
15승은 가능할 것 같은데 20승은 시즌 끝나기 전까지 가능하려나 모르겠네요. 가을 야구에서 과연 1선발을 차지할 수 있을지 구창모가. 스플리터가 제대로 안 들어갔어.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
No balls and a strike to count. Sharp ground ball toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
이거 잘 들어갔는데 코스가 좋았네.
Easy beginning of this inning gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Count moves to.
한번 써야겠다.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
그렇지.
Skied
먹혔어요.
into very shallow right. And
Nice.
the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning.
생각보다
And
양키스
set to
애들이
go is the
타선이
veteran
좀
first baseman Carlos Santana. To short, hit
어?
hard.
이렇게
And that
안타를 잘
finds its
맞아.
way through for a base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Here comes the first pitch. Josh Donaldson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. To 1-2 now.
바깥쪽이었는데.
Santana gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another backdoor slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And now they'll have
슬라이더가 잘 안
runners at the
들어갔네.
corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. He's fallen behind down 3-1.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside,
엄청
right?
의미가 없네.
One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
나이스.
Swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield
오,
flyer
좋아.
will be in effect here. So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that
그렇지.
he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Byron Buxton goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Jorge Polanco is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam.
이걸 무실점으로 막아냈어.
Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Max Kepler. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
그렇지.
Back up the
아,
middle.
진짜
And that's a
수비식지.
base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we check out the Twins leaderboard, you can see he currently sits 3rd on the ball club in that category. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-1 the count. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
중견수.
Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he
잡은
comes
거야?
up with a great
미친 줄.
catch for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Hit on the ground out to short.
오,
Over to
다행이다.
LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it.
아, 점수를 못
All set
내냐
for the start
얘들아.
of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Josh Donaldson. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1-1 count now to Donaldson. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. This is line to
오,
left.
다행이다. 실투였는데.
Stanton is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now to the plate, Tyler Flowers. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A ball and no strikes.
아, 심판. 너무 게임판에서 저런 오심을 구현할 필요는 없는데.
Hard-breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Gloved by LeMahieu. And there are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Travis Blankenhorn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's in there for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hold him right here, guys.
Ready with the 1-1. A bouncer to the
그렇지.
left side.
어우,
And nothing
다행이다.
will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. In there at the knees, strike 1. No runs on 6 hits and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
의외로 투구수가 62개밖에 안 되네.
Coming to the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. He went down on strikes last time up. Starts him out with a slider
야,
too low
테오스카
for ball 1.
헤르난데즈가 여기 와 있네요.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And right into the shift.
그렇지.
Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over.
뭐한 놈들이야?
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound.
어우, 좋아,
And
왼손
off-balance
캐치.
throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Digging in once again, Carlos Santana. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
오,
And foul.
밀어치기
Wind
나오겠다.
up and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
외야 수비가 다 일로 쏠려 있잖아. 호수야. 근데 왜 바깥쪽으로 밀어치게 자꾸.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Running hard, he's digging for second.
어처구니가 없네.
And that one skips up over
어디로
the wall
던지든
for
다
a ground
밀어치네.
rule double. First pitch on its way. Josh Donaldson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the
그렇지.
ball
주자
where
못
it's
뛰고.
pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Travis Blankenhorn stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes.
All right, come on now.
그렇지.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
아,
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
그거 하나 쳐서 못
Delivery to
내냐
him on the way.
점수를.
Hit to 3rd, reined in. On to 1st, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
이제 8회는 구창모 내려갈 것 같은데.
Jorge Polanco
점수
comes
낼
on
생각이
for 1
없네요.
gone here as he looks at a called strike
진짜
1.
그래 잘 던졌는데 무사 말로도 탈출하고.
Down and away, ball 1. Hit to short. On to 1st, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Standing in, Max Kepler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes.
His slider all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
어?
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right.
다행이다.
Has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they go down.
오, 좋아, 토레스. 야.
Leading off the
아니,
inning,
여태까지 던지할 거야.
as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
체력이 빨간색인데 던지게 하네.
Into the back end of this game, only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Count now a
체력
ball and a strike.
없다 이제.
Here's a shot
이럴
to
줄
left
알았어.
field and
감독
deep.
새끼 이거.
Look at this. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
진작 바꿔야지
Here comes the
멍청아.
Yankee manager now up out of the
He's out. Full force. Take your base. 3. You're out. Out. 3.
일단 타자 애들도 결국 지네. 공격할 생각이 없는 것 같아 애들이. 와, 잘 던져놓고 감독 때문에 졌네요.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another
야, 이거
edition of
진짜
Major
구창모
League
15승
Baseball.
하기도 쉽지 않겠는데?
We've got a good matchup
템파베이가
in store
디비전
between the
2등인데
New York Yankees
5경기
and
차이네요.
Brendan McKay, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to
그
start.
뭐 보스턴이랑 템파베이랑 공동 2위예요.
And that'll bring up
지금
Manuel
굉장히
Margot.
엎치락뒤치락하고
He'll
한 달
lead things
정도
off here
남았기
in the bottom
때문에
half of the first.
일단 여기서 템파베이 무조건 꺾어야 돼.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8
와,
games.
근데 앞에 그 체력 다 써가면서까지 던졌는데 감독 멍청이 한 명 때문에.
Judge is there and he makes the catch for the out. Here's the first pitch to him. Yandy Diaz comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
좋다.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now batting, Michael Brantley. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole.
이번 좀 애들이 잘해줄래나?
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra
옵션
bases.
좀 찾고 싶다. 수비 시프트 끄는 거.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Up next for the Rays, Brandon Lau. Entering play, he's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here.
나이스.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
좋아. 그래, 이렇게 해야 양키스답지. 얘들아.
Standing in, Yoshi Tsutsugo. He'll start us
15승
out
가자,
here in the
창모야.
home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider.
좋아요.
Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't
아,
outrageous.
기가
Hey,
막히게
listen,
들어갔다.
calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and
오,
even
우리
the best are going to
지멘초이.
miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
템파베이가 양키스 꺾고
So bases
가을
are empty
야구
here with 2
진출했죠.
gone, and up next will be Willie Adames.
아,
And he grooves the
안 돼.
fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field.
아.
And that one is gone.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Mike Zunino is in with 2
이제
away now as
나머지
he looks at
점수만
a
더 안
called
주면 돼.
strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
아, 뭔 다 직구만 던지래.
The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Hitting the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
그렇지.
Fastball right back to the mound.
좋아, 좋아.
And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Yandy Diaz is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Diaz is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit. But he stays within himself, he knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
This is hit the other way out toward left field, and Stanton will put this one.
좋아, 4대1.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
The second baseman, number 8.
And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Fastball just inside. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora's got it, and there is one away. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yoshi Tsutsugo. First time up, he went down looking. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one
간만에
right
스프리트
here.
잘
In time
들어갔네.
to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance.
최지만
G-Man Choi.
스위치 타자 업데이트 되면서 적용돼가지고
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in a wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired.
오, 글래스노우가 불표로 나와?
Striding in once again, Willie Adames, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
나이스. 배 부러지긴 했는데 뒤로 넘어갔네.
The next 0-2. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here now is Mike Zunino. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air to center field. Now Mora in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. Here you go now. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in.
Oh.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Judge is there, and he makes the catch for the out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yandy Diaz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle.
르메.
And that finds its way into center.
평소에는 이것도 스플릿 저거 시프트하다 이번 또 안 하네.
Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play.
여유가 넘쳐요, 구창모. 이 팀이 이겨주고 있으니까 타선이 도와주니까.
Brandon Lau. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Yoshi Tsutsugo stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And this throw gets away from him.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
못 뛰어 쟤.
Ji-Man Choi, the next to hit. Almora is there, 2 gone. Into the box now, Willie Adames. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So here's Mike Zunino. We're in the 8th now.
9회까지 다 던지게 할
changed
셈인가?
out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
저게 볼이야?
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
여유가 넘쳐요. 예.
No hits to this point. Popped him up.
나이스.
Garcia is there.
좋다.
Ready for another shot now. Manuel Margot has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Ooh.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center.
그렇지.
Almora will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that in.
9회에는 안 나오네. 어? 야. 다행이다. 또 15승 날아가는 줄 알았어. 아, 양키스 진짜 이래서 가을야구 가서 우승하겠나 이거.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the New
볼티모어 상대니까 쉽게 가지 않을까?
Dan Plesac, what's the word?
아하.
In now, Andrew Velasquez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the shortstop,
어.
number 18.
아, 시작부터 한 타를
Base
또.
hit to right.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So now to the plate, Ramon
Strike
Urias. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
좋아요.
Fielded cleanly.
2루,
LeMahieu for 1.
1루.
To Voit in time for the double play. And here's Renato Nunez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to
좋고요.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
아, 3루타에서 점수를 못 내.
Last half of the second set to go. And set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. And it's fouled away. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie
아, 이
Ferguson,
볼티모어 상대로 이러면 안
Yeah, it
되는데.
makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
그렇지.
It's right there.
오, 주자 못
First
들어오고.
is in time for the first out. Stepping into the box, Austin Hayes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fouled off. Santander on third. Shaw is over at second with 1 down in the inning. One ball, one strike. The count. Skied in the air to
좋아.
straightaway left.
야, 홈 던져라 빨리. 빠르게 던져.
There to take it. Here comes the runner from third.
아, 송구 보소.
Well up the line as he scores easily. Stepping into the box, Sam Travis. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And he is out on the tag.
더블 플레이 뭐야?
Into the box now, Pedro Severino. He'll lead things off here in this
우리전
one-run
꼴찌 팀
contest.
상대로 가는데 와.
No balls and one strike.
Severino.
Smoke toward third. And a good throw gets him one gone. At the plate, Andrew Velasquez. He singled his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. A windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Hit hard on the ground
오,
to second.
다행이다. 이루수 정면이라.
Throw gets him 2 down. Stepping in, Ramon Urias.
Up next for the Orioles. The second baseman.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Right to him. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over.
오, 좋아. 백투백 홈런.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
네, 양키스 불펜이 불안하기 때문에 한 점은 더 내줘야지. 오, 다른 팀 같았으면 저거 다 넘겼을 거야.
He's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. A ball and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field
와,
line.
저걸 저기까지 친다고? 저렇게 밀어쳐?
Can't make the play, however, it's over his head. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year. Chris Shaw is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game.
그렇지.
Hit towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So stepping in, Rio Ruiz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fouled away.
And we got 2.
Ready with the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike.
그렇지.
Strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me."
능력치도
with the
먹었네.
side retired.
아, 르메휴. 병살타
Digging
뭐니?
in, Austin Hayes. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The center fielder.
And he takes a cold strike.
야,
0-1.
직구 좋다.
And there's ball one. Hit well on
오,
the ground
좋아.
to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now for the O's, Sam Travis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Going back is the center fielder. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
You don't see this very often off
아,
this starting pitcher.
볼티모어에게
This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Out of here. Back
아,
to
왜 이래
back
갑자기
home runs, and they've
오해.
taken the lead.
아,
To the plate now, Andrew Velasquez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
동점까지 딱 좋았는데.
On the ground to third, reined in. Throw gets him 2 down.
잘 던지고 있다가.
Stepping up now, Ramon Urias. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Hit in the air to left. Stanton has a read on it. And that ends the inning.
오, 그래. 동점 고맙다.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the
역전도
third
좀 시키지.
baseman, Renato Nunez. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Santander. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be
나이스.
nibbling.
Gloved by LeMahieu. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
야, 그래도 기본
Chris Shaw,
7이닝, 평균 7, 8이닝까지 다 던지는 것 같아, 구창모.
double on his line thus far. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field
잡어
line.
진짜.
Judge is on his horse.
그렇지.
Into the corner, he makes the catch to end the inning.
에런 저지네. 르메유 제 병살타 계속 치네 저거.
To the plate now is the
쓸모없는
designated
놈.
hitter, Rio Ruiz. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. 0-1 the count. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
아,
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck
수비
out so
시프트
far.
때문에
Now
아,
he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice
왜 하는
in
거야
this
도대체
game.
수비
This guy watches 2
시프트를.
pitches over the
He's out. First base. Out. You're out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
와, 한 해만 더 던지게 해줬어도 마찬가지구나.
He's out.
중간 개투 자체가 망했어 양키스.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set
또
for another
볼티모어
edition of
되네.
baseball on the show. Coming up,
요거 포함해서 3번 더 뛰면 끝나겠네요.
Chang-Ho
시즌.
Koo will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan,
야,
any thoughts?
30경기 나와서 15승 딱 절반 했네. 그래도 데뷔 첫해 15승이면 엄청 잘한 거긴 한데, 아, 근데 좀 양키스의 타선도 못 받은 게 너무 아쉽습니다.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in, Ramon Urias. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. To short. Torres brings it in. And
Wow.
that's the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Renato Nunez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Void.
이래 끝냅니다. 와, 공 4개로
And
끝냈어.
that's the third out. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Santander is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often, even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world. There are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Chris Shaw is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A double play ball to second. 4, 6,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play. So base is empty now after the double play, and striding forward the designated hitter Rio Ruiz. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. Torres picks it up.
오랜만에 보네.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Now at the plate,
타선만 좀 터져주면 되는데
7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
타선이 안 터져주네요.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8. The first baseman.
Sam Travis is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And another foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Another one sent foul. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even. Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches,
나이스.
balls,
목표게 다니다.
pitch left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
I got it.
Almora is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Velasquez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
좋고요.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch
잡어.
arsenal. You just got to find
그렇지.
a way.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ramon Urias.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. And here's Renato Nunez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air.
나이스
He can't
시프트
collapse
좋아.
the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Anthony Santander is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here's another 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Come on, big guy. Need a strikeout.
And now a pitch on the way. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Torres scoops it up, and the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a 3 up, 3 down for the.
이거 왜 이럴까? 타선 지원을 계속 못 받네.
Chris Shaw. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 26.
Popped him up.
포수 잡어.
And
그렇지.
he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Into the box, Rio Ruiz.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. At the plate, Austin Hayes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Grounded back up the middle. LeMahieu towards second. He's got it. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue. Into the box, Sam Travis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a liner. Grounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
And it's fouled away. A pause, and the 0-2.
아니 무슨
Third, Travis on at second with 2 down.
다 코트에
Neither
말도 안
guy
되지
willing to
이게.
give in, and the at-bat will continue. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Struck him out. So they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring.
오, 르메휴 고맙다.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Velasquez. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Fouled off. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ramon Urias comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
그렇지.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Renato Nunez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fouled away.
Renato Nunez.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Anthony Santander is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 1-1 the count. He's set, now the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. He stays alive, still 2-2. Line towards center field.
That's mine. That's mine.
좋다.
And Almora's got it. The side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Chris Shaw.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to.
오,
Oh,
삼루수.
look at the sliding stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
0-1's the count.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Here's a pop-up now. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
야, 9회까지 다 던지게 하려나?
Settling in now, Austin Hayes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And Stanton will put this one away. Ready once again, Sam Travis. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Hit hard to short. Torres has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
나이스.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Take it.
Almora is there now.
오, 진짜 완봉 가나요?
Digging in now, Ramon Urias. He was retired after popping out in his last
볼티모어의
at-bat.
서력.
A
이
runner
앞
on
경기에
first with
대한
2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
나머지 하나는 몸 쪽으로. 아이고,
And there's a
넘어갔다.
fastball well off the plate inside. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, that fastball caught too much
나이스.
of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Pitch is popped up. Urshela moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Line to the right side. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit.
안
We got to
바꾸네.
keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
왜 안 바꿔주는
Behind
걸까?
0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first.
나이스.
Lost it in the air out toward
먹혔어.
right center. Right fielder giving chase.
I got it.
He's there and records the first out. The throw is wild and he gets away.
송구 보소. 2루로 던지는 게 그렇게 어렵냐
So a
거기서.
runner at first now with 1 away, and digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. Runners on first with 1 down. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
본 거 같은데.
swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. And with one out in the ninth, he's
나이스.
just now coming up on his 100th pitch.
와,
On to
왕공승.
first, and he rolls a double play ball to
딱
end it
100개로
here
끝냈네요.
as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age.
For calls for a last.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for
오,
another
이번에
edition of
토론토랑
Major League Baseball.
유현진이랑은 시즌 중에 딱 한 번만 만나고 그 다음 계속 만나지 못하네. 토론토는 그래도 84승. 나쁜 건 아니네. 양키스 100승 대비해서. 알렉스 우드 31경기 7승 6패.
You know, man, I was real.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
브랜든 듀리가 1번이야?
Rocket to third.
오.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base
조펜이
hit.
Here's Joe Panic. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
6게임 반차로
And as the Yankees get
1위네요.
started here tonight, guys.
아?
Despite the loss
우와.
last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty.
오,
You
잘
know
쳐,
one thing you
갑자기
don't want to do
토론토가.
here, D-Row. You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year and keep the big picture in sight because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's
그렇지,
not
이거
that
병살.
one wild card winner go home. This team can prepare
좋다.
themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Devoit in time for the double play.
오, 그릭쳐.
Here's Randall Grichuk, runner in scoring position with two gone. Fastball that gets the inside
그릭쳐도
corner,
홈런
strike
조심해야지.
one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking at his career totals, Grichuk hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
아,
And a base hit as the run will score from
아,
third, and the
말도
Blue
안
Jays
돼.
have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Swung on and chopped up the middle, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a
그쪽하고
hit,
좀
and the side
황당하네.
is retired.
아니 어떻게 그 스플리터를 야 3루강으로
Bottom of the
안타를
inning
치냐.
now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Biggio. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Who is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a
And hold on now, that's a fair ball down the left field
근데
line.
진짜
Should be at
스위시트
least a double.
못 나온다.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be
이게 주네요.
so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. They're going to
와,
extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think
아니,
it's time to
토론토가
keep the
이렇게
pressure on and
잘한다고?
try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Hit on the ground
그래
to
이게
third.
토론토지.
LeMahieu for one. On to first, a double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Mike Gerber. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Gerber, a native of Tennessee. He was selected in the first round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
That ball foul.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved
Nice.
at and
Thrust,
missed for
thrust.
the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the.
Let's play ball. He's out. 3.
bottom of the third now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brendan Drury.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And the splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone. Now the pitch.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Joe Panik stands in as he looks at a cold strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
아이고.
Line drive to left. And
이런
that finds
실투.
some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by him.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on
토론토한테
mistakes
털리네.
up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two
일단
runners in
병살
scoring
노리자.
position.
He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, hit softly on the ground to first. To second for one.
아우.
On to first, but not in time.
저 새끼 저거.
Keep the inning alive, and the run is in to
커버
score.
안 들어가냐? 대단하다
Striding
진짜.
in, Kevin Biggio. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ball one to start the at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the
저
ball
뭐야?
game.
쟤 에런 줬지 않냐?
And he's in safely to third as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way.
야, 3회 강판댕이 또 처음이네.
Ball four, take your day. Three, out. He's out.
아니, 저 알렉스 우드한테 한 점 못 내네.
He's safe. Out. Three, out. Out. You're out. Three. That hit him. He's got first. He's out. That's ball four. Out. Out. You're out. Three.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup
시즌
in
마지막
store
경기
between the New York Yankees and the
선발이
Boston Red
구창모네요.
Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's
양키스는 가을 야구 확정됐고요.
Lance Lynn, the right-hander out
아마
of Indiana,
템파베이가
will be doing the pitching in this
와일드카드전
one.
나갈 겁니다.
Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this
랜스린이
last start, he
여기 와
picked
있냐?
up his 9th win of the season. It's always
Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the
7승으로
bottom half
마무리하면
of the
제일
first.
좋은데.
Here's the pitch.
The center fielder, Kevin.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Koo is up over 200 innings of work on the year with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. The next 0-2. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare them.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second.
좋아.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop.
선발 때만 되면
It's a high
득점을
fly ball
못하냐.
headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
다행이다.
And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
와, 진짜 위험했네.
Good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is under it. 1 away. Here now is Rafael Devers. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Fouled off. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
삼진.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Here we go. Right
now a breaking ball, but it's low. Ground ball right into the shift.
어? 네가 왜 잡아 이루스
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jesus
답 없다,
Aguilar
답 없어.
at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was.
그렇지.
And the catcher grabs it to retire.
진짜 양키스 있는 게 좋은 건지 특징을 알 수가 없어요.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman.
위관이 진짜 좋은 것 같아. 세인트루이스는 타선 지원이 팍팍 있잖아.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hicks on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. 1 gone here in the Boston third. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. 1 ball, no strikes the count.
Nice.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And there's out number 2. Striding in for Boston, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
오, 한 점 냈어.
Digging in, Hanser Alberto. He got on top of one.
7승으로
It was a
끝내면
ground
딱
out
좋은데.
victim last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
야, 다 타격종이 다 핫종이야.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Throw on to
좋고요.
first in time, one away. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Hit high
먹혔죠?
and
와,
deep to
근데
right
멀리
center.
날리네.
And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not
유격수가
going to see that
잡을 수
pitch again.
있는
You take a
그거
look at the
아니었나
numbers
보네.
up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And this one's in the
들어간 거
dirt,
아니야?
but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Bogaerts is off of first with 2
나이스.
away. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that...
오, 2대0.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He leads off in the
또
bottom of the
설마
fifth.
9회까지
Break
풀로?
through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
진짜.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
대놓고
Ready to
밀어치잖아,
deliver.
이제.
Here's the first pitch. Jesus Aguilar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Still 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit
그렇지.
to third. Scooped up, one there. On to
좋다.
first to complete the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the second baseman, Jose Peraza. Fastball in there for a called strike. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly
와,
all of his
이거는
spots, and
떨어지기
that's been a
전에
big
치네,
factor
컴퓨터.
why he's been so successful up to this point.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Vasquez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a 9th round pick during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
나이스.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. No
좋다.
trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kevin Pillar.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. One of the best ways to keep a guy.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field.
홈런인 줄 알았다.
And he's going to have room
제대로
to
안 맞은
put
것
this one
같은데.
away, and that's the first out. Digging in to try it again. Hanser Alberto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Up next for the Red Sox. No left fielder.
Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
그래. 슬라이딩에서 뒤로 안 빠뜨린 게
I mean,
어디냐?
that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this the other way was special.
그렇지.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Let's play ball. He's out. Out. 3.
Last half of the 7th here, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Pulled toward right
먹혔어.
center field. Hicks is under it. 1 down. So striding in, Alex Verdugo. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
No, that's the ball.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And there's a line drive base hit to left
어디로
field.
계속 밀어치는데 얘네 왜 시프트를 계속 거는 거야 도대체?
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring
잡아라,
position
진짜.
and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Judge is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jose Peraza is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs, I don't think he's working around him.
Hit on the ground to third. Right to him. And that will
좋다.
conclude matters here in the 7th. Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Hey, no outs here.
And the pitch. Hit on the ground out to
Nice.
short. Torres picks it up. Throw pulls the first baseman off the
아
bag.
진짜 이게
Here comes
나
the
때문에
Yankee
간 판도
manager
아니잖아
now
또.
up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
Let's play ball. You're out. He's out. He's safe.
와.
Out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
어처구니가 없다.
You're out. Out. Ball 4. Take the base.
마지막 승리도 와 진짜 양키스.
Well, that's just a great
Ah.
job of battling on the road. They fought all the
자 양키스가 디비전 선두로에서 포스트 시즌에 진출했습니다. 이렇게 되면 세베리노 다음에 구창모가 2선발 되겠네요. 게리콜은 불펜으로 지금 내려왔기 때문에. 자 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 전 다음 시간에 포스트 시즌부터 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사드리고요. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리겠습니다.